Good evening, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Evening, Donna.
I hope as many of you as possible got outside even for a few seconds to get some wonderful sunshine on your faces. So we do not have Venerable Chucky with us tonight. So y'all are going to have to put up with me as your review leader. I'm sure you're going to do great. I was thinking of tossing the ball out and saying, okay, y'all lead us. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Usually we kind of go through and say, what's the power in this stage? And, what are the stages? And then what's the power? And then what's the engagement? But let's try this time just taking it stage by stage. See if anybody wants to take stage one, tell us what it's called, what the power is, what the engagement is, if there's new experience, and how you know you've achieved it. Who wants to go first? Now I know what it feels like to be a teacher in middle school.
I'll give it a shot. We'll see how far I can get.
Okay.
You'll have to remind me what all you want to know. But anyway, it's the first stage is inner placement, and the mental engagement is tight focus.
Mm-hmm.
And the power is the power of knowledge through hearing or study.
Mm-hmm.
And then the new experience, I think it is just becoming aware of how many thoughts you have and that they're all so much is going on.
Yeah.
And then what else did you want to know?
And when do you know that you've achieved it?
When you can remain on the object of meditation for 21 breaths.
Yay. Give
Whoa!
that a gold star right here.
Whoa!
You don't want to cover your third eye though, up above your third eye as an ornament.
Over here.
Okay. Anyone want to take on the second stage? Julie, you usually know these.
Come on, guys.
Come on, Julie, you can do it. What's it called?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, because I was just having some technical difficulties and my speaker decided it doesn't want to work as soon as I get on, but it worked earlier. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we're doing the second stage, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's continual placement, and you gain some meditative experience into what it's like to have a little bit of space between your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're focusing on your object, the thoughts just kind of cease, and it's very, very pleasant. For at least it is for me. Take a rest, yay. So you have a little bit more of tighter focus, especially right there at the beginning of your meditation. And sometimes you might have thoughts and sometimes not. Let's see.
Do you remember
still have the wandering mind.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. If you can hold the object for 21 Om Mani Padme Hum, is that right? No, a whole mala. I'm sorry, it's a whole mala. So it's about a minute, I would think, minute and a half. That you've gotten to the second stage.
So okay, and can you remember what the power is? We got everything else.
Power. This one, let's see, power of. Let's see,
there's power, and the first one is knowledge from hearing.
Knowledge from hearing. Power of contemplation.
You got her. All right, give that woman a gold star.
Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, Neely's laughing. Neely, are you feeling brave? You want to take on number 3?
I'll try. I've got a cheat sheet here.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So 3 is the patchy placement or patch-like placement.
Mhm.
The new experiences, it seems as if conceptual thoughts have exhausted themselves.
Mhm.
The power is power of mindfulness.
Okay.
The mental engagement, mental engagement is interrupted focus. And
Do we have a clue for when we've achieved it?
the duration of distraction is shorter than in the previous 2 stages.
I think that's what I've got. Does anybody have anything to add for stage 3? All right, give that woman a gold star.
Thanks.
Who else wants a gold star? Giovanna, you gonna dive in? Nope. How about Venerable Lamo? She knows these frontwards and backwards, I'm sure. On stage 4.
Oh, stage 4? That's close placement.
Mm-hmm.
And the experience is that you don't lose the object anymore. And the power of mindfulness is complete. So that's the power.
Mm-hmm.
The mental engagement is interrupted, like the third.
All right.
Mitten. And that's it.
Okay. Patrick, do you dare? Do you dare?
Here's your cheat sheet.
Take stage 5. Go ahead and use a cheat sheet. I'm using one.
Come on, you're down at next page. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, stage 5 is subdued placement. And the power is the power of introspection.
Mm-hmm.
And in this stage, the gross thinking and excitement are no longer a problem.
Okay.
And let's see, subtle thinking is the greatest problem with this. And is this a stage in which sometimes subtle thinking is sometimes mistaken as calm abiding?
I think that's right. Lamala, do you remember? I think that's,
Yeah. Yeah, because let's see. Well, oh yeah.
I had that in stage 4.
Goes, your mind goes inward, so gross and subtle and excited mind are no longer a problem. So yeah, it's possible here. Because it could also be subtle excited mind, I would think too, that you might think you got it. I think both subtle excited and subtle thinking might possibly both be thought of as, achieving meditative stabilization because you're holding the object in both of them.
yeah. Okay. I'll take on stage 6, which is pacifying. The power is introspection. The mental engagement is interrupted focus. And then the biggest challenge is the subtle excitement mind. Okay, anybody want to take on stage 7? I think we're back around to you, Joanna.
Oh, boy. Okay, so stage 7, here I got my sheet. It's complete pacification.
Mm-hmm.
The mental engagement is still interrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Focus. The power for stage 7. Ooh, I gotta look. Joyful effort.
Okay.
And sinking and excited mind rarely arise
Okay.
because mindfulness and introspection are doing their jobs. but you still have to be vigilant.
She gets 2 gold stars.
One over here.
Anybody want to take on stage 8? Jill, you haven't been here for much of the comma biting review, have you? So I won't put you on the spot. Lamala, you want to take on stage 8?
That's becoming single pointed or one pointed placement if you're reading the great treatise. And now you don't have to exert much effort to meditate, and the power is, let's see, joyful effort.
Okay.
The mental engagement is uninterrupted focus.
You're almost there. Yeah. Okay. Who wants to take on the very last one? The one where we get to the goal? Neely, Julie?
I'll
Pat-
go.
Okay, go.
It's meditative stabilization, power of familiarization, 4 mental engagements, effortless engagement. No effort is needed, no exertion is needed to enter into single pointed concentration. Yay!
Yay. 3 cheers for all of us.
Who did that?
Let's see. I think we have time if anybody wants to zip through the 5 faults.
Oh, boy.
Or maybe we're all just too lazy.
We're zipping, aren't we?
No, lazy. That's the first fault. And the antidotes to laziness are faith in the benefits, aspiration, enthusiasm, and pliancy. Second fault is not remembering the instructions. Anyone remember the antidote?
Mindfulness.
Uh-huh. Then we have excitement and sinking mind. And the antidote is introspection. I'll just go through them because we're running out of time.
Okay.
The non-application of the antidote, which is of course applying the antidote, and over-application of the antidote is not,
Equanimity. Just don't do anything.
don't do anything, just hang out.
Be there.
All right. Three cheers for everybody.
Woo.
Multiple gold stars.
Thanks, Donna.
Thank you, guys.
Ooh, it is time.
Hey, Donna, I missed last week on Wednesday, and I think he was on verse 4 last time I was in. What verse is he on now?
We got through 5 and 6 last week, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That was fast.
Yes.
Thanks.
Geshe Gelek is here.
Yeah, please have a seat. Mhm.
Geshe, your video. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, one minute. Yeah, Lamula, say some prayer. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear. Let's,
Oh, yeah.
we start with the seven limb prayer.
Mhm.
Gosungu pego lo nge shami tu cheti malubu tomene sadi tun tam che shak ke page wanam la je Korwa maton badule june dola cheki kolo korwa dan da shengena janchu tempo mo. And now the short mandala offering. Saji perki shukshin metok tamri rabli shi ni degen badi Sangye Shindu Mikte Uwa Idokunamdak Jingla Chepa Jetsun Lama Dampa Kenam Kiche Kukala Kense Jujinti Jita Tsampe Tuje Zima La Jab Yecherki Sharpa Wabtu So Idam Guru Ratamadalakam Niryatayami. Now the refuge and bodhicitta prayer before the teaching.
Sanje Chodan Sonje Chonam Sanjo
Padudani Kapsuchi
Dagi Chushin Jebe Sanon Jandala Sanje Chodan Soje Chodan Chanjo Dagi Chushin Jebe Sanon Sanje Chodan Soje Chodan Chanjo Dagi Chushin Jebe Sanon 니들 시와서 나 구신이 되는 관련도 나 편바잖아 나 되게 잡아 간다야 나 대배도 나 받고 된 나서도 좀 많이 되잖아 선배도 저도 힘잖아 저저 관계 된제데 봐줘 가봐면 봐주면 봐 쳐버리면 봐 땀면 봐 오하면 봐 눈면 봐 다되면 되게 대박 저배 산재 만남제 담바다나 저는 관계 생겨는 다 왔던데 뭐 배시 담배 전에 되게 뭐 고던데나 저저 Good evening, Ramasi. Good evening, Neely. Thank you for the flowers. Good evening, Elise. Good evening, Panditji, Pati. Good evening, Wills. Good evening, Julie Louise. Good evening, Susie. Good evening, Michael. Good evening, Children, Alejandra, Mexico. Good evening, Jessica. Good evening, Lamula. Good evening, Jill. Good evening, Jennifer. Good evening, Anila Tenzilhamu. Good evening, Habir Rosa. Habir Rosa manifested. Habir Rosa. Habir Rosa appear in Tara form. Good evening, Ryan. Good evening, Lee. Good evening, Sandra. Good evening, Alex. President.
Gelek.
Good evening, William. Good evening, Olivia, Mexico. Good evening, Bodhisattva Patrick. Good evening, Joanna. Good evening, Peter. Good evening, Luis. Where are you, Luis?
I'm in Montana
Oh, yeah, Ninja.
skiing.
Let us
just came-
know.
There's some. It's not been the best year, but I'm having fun. I'm
Okay.
skiing with bodhicitta.
Oh, very good, wonderful to hear. Very good. Oh, yeah. Good evening, Josephina. Tashi Gelek. Maybe Hamula will do 21 meditation for the mantra, please. So then all my friends will visualize one of our member Tom's friend and also Berry Judge talk Nala. Then anybody who is like or facing physical difficulties and mental difficulty, please visualize all of them around you. So then think that you are leading all of them into medicine Buddha practice in order to get maximum benefit for health, for mind. And also please pray for all the people, Julie's mother, who's already passed away, all the people who are already passed away, think about them to have, higher rebirth. And all the people now who are, going through physical challenge, mental challenge, and all the healthcare workers, and all the peoples. Then visualize, if it's possible, visualize medicine Buddha on their crown while you are reciting mantra. So then the nectar flows, medicinal nectar flows from medicine Buddha's bowl. They completely purify their physical sicknesses, mental difficulties. They all become healthy, kinder, more compassionate, more loving, more warm-hearted. Okay.
Let's read the stanza, the verse of praise for Medicine Buddha first.
Mhm.
Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name, when merely heard, dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispel of disease and the three poisons. I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis light. So now let's do, we'll just say the stanza together out loud. Let's see, about 3 times, and then we'll say, the rest of the mall for 21 times. So that would be 17, 14 more times to ourselves. And then the last one we'll say together. Deyata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Deyata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Deyata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Deyata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Gewaji nu duda sangye menla tugyune doachi kya malupa dei sala Gepasho.
So then I'm going to say, it medicine Buddha's name in Tibetan. So then just hearing that medicine Buddha's names. Also, you will receive health benefit. So then I'm going to say after that mantra, so that like a mantra. Don't remember the name of the sutra in English. Tseda Yipa the member Tepachim the Do Mayana Sutras. This lifespan, so the issue. So that is anyway. So I don't remember how to say in English, but called Sedan Yishipa to Meba Shesha Tepachim the Doors Mayana Sutra. Okay, so just hearing the mantra. In the sutra, it says even just someone who's dying, if they hear that mantra, is going to live up to 100 years. So I personally have faith in that sutra. So with that faith, so time to time, I recite whomever requests. So then I recite these mantras. Okay, this mantra. The sutra, mainly sutra explains the benefit of the mantra. So. And the main things about the sutra is actually this mantra is the main things. And the rest of it may have like 11-page long. The traditional Tibetan textbooks, that versions, and back and forth, maybe 11-page long. So, but mainly talking about the benefit of reading, writing, funding to write someone to write or read, or there talks of benefit. So actually there's a mantra, so just hearing the mantra, I have a faith in that sutra. So with that faith, so then I recite this mantra, so just hearing the mantra, so there'll be benefit for your lifespan, okay? 지대된 배조 잡아면 좀 잡아만 해줘서 막 그런 거 가지고 난 이제 산지 잡아면라 찾아서 엄나무 방가와데 아바람이다 아이려나서 뭔데서 다다가다 알아대서 면서부터 대야도 분에 마분에 아바람이다 분에잖아서 바로 봐서 엄사와서 무카라 버려주대 담아대 강가나 삼문가데 삼보 비주데 마나 빠레바레서 엄나무 방가와데 아바람이다 아이려나 순번에 제다든 저라자 다다가다 알아대서 면서부터 대야도 Sombaro Basset, almost Sawaza Makara Parashid, Namada Kangana, some got the Samba Bishid, the Mahane, so. Namu Bangava de Abaramida, Ayana, somebody said that Tataka, Umbunebune, Mahapune, Abaramida, Abaramida, Sombaro Basset, almost Sawas Makara Parashid. Mahana Parevare, so how to do the age of my other was always at the same Bozumana Chazano Chudo. Chinjalo, the Jumde, the age of another man at the Bozumana, the same Bozumana Chazano Chudo. Jumde, the age of another man at the Bozumana, the same Bozumana Chazano Chudo. Chinjalo. To me, it's a Mantoana, Mela Seba Mego, Seva, Tony, Chita Pajan, the Chimney, the Tovash. Seragundo Seba Megan, Tejushi, Mutu, the Javana Bella, Gijesamian, no more to check now 8 minutes Buddha's name. To the Jabata, the Mayada was the Cinema, to the Jabata, the Mayada was the Cesar to Meridian, to the Jabata, the Mayada was the Choda Jandaya, to Jumde de Tija Bata, the Mayada was the Cesar to Meridian, to the Jumde de Tija Bata, the Mayada was the Yaname Jobola, Jumde de Tija Bata, the Mayada was the Choda Jazoya, Jumde de Tija Bata, the Mayada was the Chuja, the number of Bobachi, Jabola Chazolo, Jodo, Jumde de Tija Bata, the Mayada was the Minjila, Bendu, Jabola Chazolo, Jodo, Tujikulani, Jumde de Tata de Namu Bagawa de Begas, the Guru Bendu, Tabana, Tatagata, Arhate, Samya, Sambuda, Teatum Begas, Mam, Begas, Raza, Sambuka, Om Namo Bhagavate Bhagaze Guru Benu Tabaraza Tatakata Arhade Samya Sambuddha Teat. Begaze Mam Begaze Raja Samogade Om Namo Bhagavate Bhagaze Guru Benu Tabaraza Tatakata Arhade Samya Sambuddha Teat Begaze Mam Begaze Raja Samogade. So so where we stop? Which stanza?
We stopped at number 6.
Number 7.
Numbers. We start on 7. We were on 6.
No. As I said before, what is the 8 verses thought transformation teaching? What is the 8 verses thought transformation teaching, and what is for? It is for protections of your peace of mind. It is for how to protect your peace of mind, your happiness. That's what it's for. It is for how to protect your peace of mind. It is the protection of your peace of mind, calm mind, happy mind. So that needs to be produced and protect and increase. First, need to be produced and protect, then increase. If you consider yourself as a Maya practitioners, then you do that for the sake of all mother, sake of happiness of all mother sentient beings, all mother sentient. Okay. Basically, how to react when you encounter those difficulties. What kind of mindset one should have in order to protect your peace of mind, and not just that, and feel great, feel happy, feel proud. Not in negative way, not in negative way. Okay. So when you encounter, what kind of mindset that one should have in order to get maximum benefit. Maximum benefit. And what kind of mindset you should not have if you are someone who's worrying about happiness. If someone someone like who cares about self. What kind of mindset one should not have. And what kind of mindset one must have in order to protect your calm mind, peaceful mind. It's kind of there's been product of something that you invested your energy, your effort. So you work for that you don't want to lose that, and need to understand how to protect and what kind of mindset, what's the best mindset one should have when you encounter criticism. What kind of mindset one should have? Somebody criticize you. You've been so kind to someone, you've been so kind time-wise, material-wise, emotional-wise, you've been so kind. If that very person turns against you, what kind of mindset you should have in order to deal with that kind of situations? What's the best mindset that you should have to deal with that kind of situations? It's your choice. It's your choice. It's your choice. Geshe Langli Taba. Geshe Langli Taba taught these 8 verses, taught transformations to help us, help our life, help our life. So if that happened in your life, you've been so kind. In many different ways, you have been so kind to the persons, to the very persons you've been so kind, and now turns against you what kind of mindset you should have. It's easy to say. Of course, it's anything that practically everything's difficult, everything's challenged. Practical level, everything's is not easy. When you do it, love, compassion, easy to say. You could say it's easy to say love, compassion, bodhicitta, easy to say. But practical level, so it's not that easy to practice. It's not easy to practice. You need to put some effort. Oh, and as I mentioned before, it's very, very thing, your life. This is very important. That's why it mentioned in the very beginning of Lamrim teaching. It's been mentioned. It's very critical. Without that, not having any faith into yourself, it's very hard to be successful, particularly in the spiritual field. The very life that you have, wish fulfilling jewel. It's like more than wish fulfilling jewel. So now each one of us ask ourselves, do I see that? If not, we need to work on that. Because we are not convinced. Shakyamuni Buddha said, Lama Tsongkhapa said, Lama Atisha said, Geshe Langli Tapa said, all these great masters repeatedly said, again and again, we still don't get it. Whatever negative story you projected on your life, this very life that you possess, that's ignorance. That's not wisdom, that's ignorance. That's why right after the Guru devotions, then this topic, Lamrim explained this topic. You should know that house. You may have tons of reasons why you think. First place, why you think, and the second, why you believe that you don't believe that you can get enlightened. You don't believe that you don't possess Buddha nature. You don't believe that your true nature, your mind is pure. And what you believe is based on ignorance. I don't believe that I can get enlightened. That's ignorance. So that ignorance needs to be eliminated. The first, in the initial stage, that ignorance needs to be eliminated, that you need to be convinced that very life that you have is far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewel. Who said? All those masters repeatedly said, somehow you got one. There's a miracle. Somehow you got one, there's a miracle. Second word, Very difficult to find. Did I ever thought about that? No. It's very difficult to find. Difficult to find. That's what Lama Tsongkhapa said. Very difficult to find, easy to lose. Easy to lose. So what that means, easy to lose, means we have no clue. We are 100% clueless. We have ideas, but we have no clue how long you are going to be on this planet. We have no clue. But we have ideas. How long I'm going to be here? We have ideas. Easy to lose is like lightning. Happen second, gone. Immediately happen, look up, it's gone. Like that. So this means this precious life, the very life that you have, is far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewel. Tawe tende ishinole laks wish-fulfilling jewel. Somehow you go to one, I go to one. That's kind of miracle. How many times we feel just like miracle? No, we didn't feel. So this is the kind of mindset that we must have in order to feel fortunate, feel great, feel blessed. We have to have conviction, faith. What Lama Tsongkhapa said about very life that you possess is far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewel. So there's the key things. There's the key thing in order to succeed. There's the key thing in order to succeed. Otherwise, you may turn this precious human life into garbage can. Garbage can. You just put garbage, that's all. It becomes a garbage can. In the computer, what you have like trash, what's called trash. In the computer, that's what is called trash. Then that's very unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. So now questions, how often that you felt throughout the day that very life that you possess is far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewel, Lama Tsongkhapa said. Not just Lama Tsongkhapa, Lama Adisha, many masters said. Do we really get that? Do we really get it? Do we really get it? Or it just goes from here to there? Somebody say, oh, you don't look good. It goes from here to right there. It doesn't go here, there. And we don't delete that. We don't delete that. We copy that and we paste. So unfortunately, we copy that precisely. We paste precisely. Then it's in our file. Even though you have the delete button, you refuse to use. Even though it says empty your trash, we don't empty them. You could empty right away, but we refuse to do. What's the benefit? I'm not sure. What's the benefit? I'm not sure. Yeah, we copy so many things. We don't copy, this life, your very life that you have is far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewel. We don't copy that. We don't copy and we don't paste. We just go from here to there. Next day, oh, I'm not good. No, like, oh, I'm not, my life is not worthy. oh, my life has no meaning. Oh, we copy those things in paste. Then we make big file. We don't copy what Lamrim from. So this is the key thing. This is the key thing. For you, for me, for all of my friends, for me, all of my friends here, something to think about every single day. Something to think about. Easy to lose, like lightning in the sky. Immediately happen, look, disappear. Like easy to lose. No clue, no clue. So why you make your life miserable? Why? It doesn't make sense. Why you make your life miserable? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So that's how you do meditation on precious human life. Based on what Lama Tsongkhapa said in the Song of Experience, Lamrim, Song of Experience composed by Lama Tsongkhapa. You review that, you set the word in your mind, then you think about that, hoping that someday this message will go into your center of your heart, hoping that the message will sink into your heart, center of your heart. So next time, then you, throughout the day, then you feel blessed, you feel fortunate, you feel fortunate to have this life. Because of this life, you can think something good, you can say something nice, you can be kind, you can be more compassionate, you can practice patience, you can practice loving kindness, you can practice compassion. Without this life, there's very little chance. Even it's hard to motivate. Without this life, it's even hard to motivate. Don't have to go too far away, look at animal realms. Can they really motivate? Can they say something intentionally? No. This life is precious. It needs to meditations. So need to, then you hope someday what Lama Tsongkhapa said will sink into your heart. And then hoping that's how you perceive your life, that's how you perceive your life. Seeing something very precious, far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewels. 8 verses, without this life, 8 verses thought transformation, practice of 8 verses thought transformation is impossible. Impossible. How you're going to practice? Impossible. You're learning this 8 verses, even just learning because of this life. Without this life, you can't learn. It's harder to learn. It's very hard to learn. Try to teach one word to your pet. How long that takes? Because of this life, you can learn so fast. You can learn not just a word, you can learn the meaning and how to practice all of that. Because of this, that's why this life is very precious, very precious. We may have tons of reason to why, to look down on this life. Oh, there's tons of reasons. Oh, people don't like me. Or my hair doesn't look good, so I'm like, my body is like too big, so I'm not fit, blah, blah, blah. We copy so many negative things. We copy them precisely and paste, and we make big file. So we don't copy, the positive things. So we don't copy somebody. Oh, Buddha said you can get enlightened. Oh, I don't think so. How? How I can get enlightened? Because I'm this, that. Ignorance. It's not wisdom, it's ignorance. There's no valid base. If you say, I can't get enlightened, that idea does not have valid base to support that idea. Therefore, this idea is produced by ignorance. Ignorance. So that is the initial stage. we have to have faith in the very life that you have. We have to see this is something very, very special and very precious. Very precious. That's the key thing, okay? That's the key. I'm just here reminding you, that's all. I'm telling you, indirectly reminding myself too, not just talking to you. No, whenever I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself. Oh, like that, okay? It's very important to remember. Yeah, there's not every single day you feel like sometimes you feel down, you feel hopeless. You forget that you possess Buddha nature. You forget you possess Buddha natures. Oh. Oh yeah, so then with that, so with that, then of course, this life as that's why this 8 verses, practice of 8 verses, thought transformation is possible. It is possible. Possible. So then based on that 8 verses, thought transformations, based on that knowledge, so whenever you encounter situation that mentions, indirectly mentioned in the 8 verses, thought transformations, so then you make precise calculations how to protect your peace of mind. That's very important. That's important. That's important. Because each and every one of us, every single second, looking for something good. So that goodness needs to be protected. So now based on this 8 verses thought transformation knowledge that you are going to gain by studying or reading, so based on that, so if you encounter any of those situations, so now what is the most skillful way to approach in order to not to lose peace of mind, not just that, plus to gain maximum benefit, maximum benefit. So this is what it was the thought transformation about, okay? Right now, just praying, so Maya able to do this, so then little by little, little by little, like right now, I've sacrificed so much for someone, that various person that turned against me. I'm not practically not able to see that person as my teacher, but way before that I can do something to protect myself. I don't have to lose my mind. I can do something way before I see that person as my teacher. One of the best teachers. That's what Geshe suggests. If you can do that, you are protected. Your peace of mind is completely protected. That protection is 100% guaranteed. If you can see it, if you can do that. If not, then way before, there's something that you can do. Way before, there's something you can do. This 8 verses thought transformation is not, in practical, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to put into practice. But simple, like obviously you can wish every day, daily basis. You can wish. Oh. So now the last, sentence number 7. Don't ngusam juba ye pende mana ngula pende mana ka don't ngusam juba is directly, indirectly. We are not taught. We are never taught. We are not taught at the school. We are not taught by our parents. We are not taught in our school. Not taught in school, not taught by our parents. Giving other is is the way to increase your own happiness. We are never taught. We are not taught like that. We are not taught like that. We are taught, I'm not saying by parents, society, culture, society, the country, the education systems, taught by how to get things, how to get things, how to get. If they require computations, compete. If they require something to be eliminated, just eliminate. Well, and we put like never taught. Giving is a way to increase your own happiness. Never taught. Because we are worried, there will be nothing for you. Ignorance, pure ignorance. We are worried, there will be nothing for me. But we don't know how to get something for you. We thought that taking from somebody else is the way to increase your happiness. Ignorance. Number wise, you are just one. Out of 6 billion human beings, you are just one. Number wise, you're just one. That's the fact. Nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with it was taught 2,000 years. That's the fact. So now think about always taking, never giving. Will you be some point people will find out you never give? Because everybody likes to receive something. You're not giving anything. And you believe that you are the only one that probably deserve or to receive something, nobody else. Taking their pain, their problems, they've been practiced secretly, not been practiced publicly, it's been practiced secretly. Taking that part is done secretly. Why is it done secretly? A lot of people, they can't get their head round. If you tell, take somebody's misery, somebody's pain on yourself, people can't get their head round. People don't understand benefit. And it's hard. Don't why people say you are so kind? You are giving something. Why people say that you are so generous? Because you are giving something. Why people say you are so compassionate? Because you are giving something. Nobody will call you that you are kind, compassionate, loving. If you don't give anything, nobody will call you that name. Nobody will call. People will say, oh, you are so tight. That's negative. Oh, that person is very unkind. That's negative. That's not nice. Some people may say, oh, I don't know how to be kind. Ignorance. Not true. Ignorance. Someone probably could say, oh, I'm having a hard time to be kind. Or maybe, like that's unfortunate because that so much might happen to that person's life. So that's, kind of heartbreaking. So because, so as I said, we have many reasons. Every idea that we have reasons. those reasons may not be supported by a valid base, but we have things to say. We have things to say. Anyway, why we should keep, I'm not talking about just money, vote. Mother Teresa said many times, doesn't cost anything. Why we are reluctant to say something nice? Why we are reluctant? How you say?
Reluctant.
Reluctant. Why we refuse? Why we reluctant to say something nice? It doesn't cost anything. Or if you say, "Oh, I'm not capable," that's not really true. That's a reason. So now, why the giving is important here? Directly, indirectly giving something for others. Why is important? Everybody's wish to receive something. Every single person on this planet want to receive something, including yourself, other. No difference. Same thing, same. Every single person on this planet hoping to receive something. Then you give something, it pleases others' heart. When the heart get pleased, that heart sees something good, something good. So then your good heart see somebody else's good heart. There's true power of the true good heart. Oh, that's called harmonious atmosphere. That's how harmonious atmosphere has been generated by positive energies. Why is giving so important? Directly, indirectly. Oh, everybody, every single American, Tibetan, Geshe, monks, nuns, layperson, everybody hoping to receive, want to receive something. That is the fact. That's the fact. That's the reality. That's the fact. So then you give something. Oh, so, and according to the Mahayana teaching, according to Bodhisattva path, that's how your life will shine. Your life will rise and shine. That's how your life will rise and shine, and your life moves from happiness to happiness. Happiness to happiness. Because of your kindness. Because of your kindness. Because of your altruistic attitude, because of your kindness, because of your compassion. You will have more friends, less enemy, you have less stress, more strength. And it reached to the point you won't mind if you have to live eons and eons in a fire pit just to help one being, you won't mind. You reach to that point, you won't mind living in fire pit, not talking about 5 minutes, eons, just to help one being. Could be cockroach. You reach to that kind of levels eventually. So then the last part is a little bit talking about Tonglen practice, giving and taking practice, Tonglen practice. So when you take secretly, you are the one who's doing the taking part of the practice, but you are taking on not yourself, you are taking on your ego. According to Tonglen practice, you are taking on your ego in order to achieve Bodhisattva path. which will eventually lead to full enlightenment, that ego needs to go. This selfish attitude needs to go. You piling on that ego, then visualizing that ego disintegrated. Not you, the ego disintegrated. Otherwise, how many messages you receive from your ego? Oh, mama. Even while you are reciting prayer, you still receive messages from ego. Instantaneously, you receive the message. Amazing. Really amazing. It's kind of mind-blowing, kind of overwhelmed. The amount of message that you receive. Short period of time, you are having conversation with somebody else. How many messages ego sent? Wow. And we are 100% devote ourselves to ego. We are 100% brought down with our ego. Our devotion to Tara is weak. Devotion to our teacher is weak. But devotion is ego. Oh, that's solid. Ego says something, you bow down without questions, So now, slowly, you become smarter. Ego give you some order. You say, wait a minute. Then you analyze. Sometimes you are able to delete that message without even bothering to act on that message. You delete that. No, very good. And we read each and every single message thoroughly. It's not like that we don't read, or we read all of them thoroughly. Then what we do, we copy them, precisely copy them and paste, and we make big file. So then we circle around that file again. We open that file again. Not able to use the delete button. Even that you can empty whole trash, but we refuse to do. So that's why I said lately I've been thinking, I've been kind of analyzing, it's quite amazing. The message the ego sends to you, even while you are doing your daily practice. Can you imagine that? Always something negative, not positive. Ego doesn't say message, oh, be kind. No. Say that message. Be more kind, more compassionate. It always says something negative than negative. We need to become wiser. We need to become wise, more smarter, Okay, so otherwise, ego will crush you. That's important, That helps. Now it's not automatic. You are aware. You're aware that ego is sending you a message. Before it's not aware, it's because you are become part of that whole drama. So now you are kind of separating yourself. Now you're looking. Now you're aware. Oh, there you go. One message. Now you're aware. Before it become part of you. Now it's not like that. Now you're aware. You're aware. Then you are analyzing the message, and then you have some tools how to deal with that message. Sometimes you delete right away. You feel great. You feel proud. You feel lucky. You feel you feel proud. You feel kind of great because that one message has been deleted before you add anything. That message does not produce any action at all. It's gone. You just deleted that. So this will good, Yeah, you could say that's purification practice, even though it doesn't call purification practice, it is purification practice. You are deleting that. Slowly, there will be less and less message in your trash. So then your trash will be empty all the time. So that's good news. So then if there's one, it's easy to delete. If there's a lot of them, even in the computer, it takes a long time to delete, takes time, you know. So therefore, like advice about reciting 21 Vajrasattva mantra daily basis. Oh, to make sure that the message in the trash can doesn't multiply. So here, according to stand number 7, dona ngusam juba yi pende manam kuna pulse, pende manam, benefit, help, give kind, become more compassionate, more kind, more generous, show respect, don't look down, say something nice, do something good, Maybe that's the way to feel good. Maybe that's the way to feel good. Maybe this is the most skillful way to feel good, feel great, feel happy. Don't just worship ego. Everybody has ego. Everybody is worshiping their own ego. It's been doing this, in my case, more than 50 years. What's the result? Nothing. Maybe becoming kind verbally, physically, mentally, giving, knowing that other is hoping to receive something, then you give that, you fulfill. And when you see this person was fulfilled, then you feel good. Maybe there's a skillful way of feeling good, feeling great, or feeling happy, maybe giving something. Maybe that's the way to go. Not always focus on yourself. So that's the essence of number 7. Then on top of that, if you're familiar with the Tonglen practice, giving and taking practice, so then you can do that. You can combine that. Some other texts suggest you can combine that with the breathing meditations. When you breathe out of love. When you exhale out of love, loving kindness. When you inhale out of compassion. So that can be, Tonglen practice. Tonglen practice, how the Tonglen practice has been done. Then eventually there will be less and less object of your thought to become negative. There's less and less object. So then taparamjam, just pure. Taparamjam, just pure. Just a good thing, that's all you see. Just think good, or you only think good. You only see good things, you only think good. That's possible. Then I'm going to Pendemano, my little $7 lemba shows. That Tetapunja, Chujiji, Tobet, Mabashi. So say, Tetapunja, all this practice that's been mentioned in 8 verses, 12 transformations. Now the last stanza. Tetapunja, Chujiji, Tobet, Mabashi. Chuji, outwardly concerned. Outwardly concerned. Koanando get from Jenas. I think Milareba said. Or some Lama, great Lama, could be Milareba said. Basically, like calling his guru, because like overwhelmed by that Edwardly concern. Koanando get from Jenas. It's not in Edward's thought transformation. Samsara is a town of stories. All kind of stories. Story about religion, story about yourself, your life, story about your culture, story about your tradition, story about your look, story about your color, all kind of stories. All kind of stories, all the time. Kwa namdo ki chungje na. Namdo ki chungje. Literally, you could say like the town of superstitious, but in this case, the namdo should not be translated as superstitious. It's more like stories. Story that you make, story that other people make, stories group people make, all kind of stories. Kwa namdo ki chungje. Jigdeen chuje Roland Jews. The Millaraba says, the Millaraba probably more likely, just Millaraba said. Kwa namdo, if not, then one of the Katamamas. I'm not sure. One of them. Kwa namdo ki chungje na jigdeen chuje Roland Jews. It only concern are like zombie roaming around in this town full of stories. Do you understand? So there's particular ritual that you can perform if you see zombie. There's particular ritual you can perform to eliminate zombie. So that whoever said, Kadama Maswa Milarva said, begging Lama, if there's any ritual to eliminate zombie, please do that ritual on 8 worldly zombie. 8 worldly is like zombie. Kowanamdo ke tongjana jide chuje rolaju. Today jigsaw was 10 das. And they says, oh, 8 worldly concern are like zombie, they're roaming into this town full of stories. So there is haunted cemetery. Makes sense? There's haunted cemeteries. If you have something to perform, please perform there. Kowanamdo ki tongjena jide chuje rolaju. Today jisuru waje tenaza lama ronu na dirujus. If there's any ritual that can be performed, please perform here. That is the most haunted cemetery where 8 worldly zombie is roaming. The town that's full of stories. Oh, so there's 8 worldly concern. This rope doesn't protect. Wearing this rope doesn't protect from 8 worldly concern. Sitting on high throne, teaching thousands of people doesn't protect. 8 worldly concern are everywhere, here, there, up here, down there. So now, what are the 8 worldly concern? Or sometimes this is called 8 worldly dharma. What are the 8 worldly concern? Kamula, you remember by heart? Nagarjuna statement. So.
Worldly thoughts of acquiring or not acquiring, thoughts of comfort or discomfort, worldly thoughts of fame or notoriety, and worldly thoughts of praise or criticism.
Related to you, related to your friend, relative, family, related to opposite for your person you consider as enemy. Oh yeah. So that's may I able to practice all this message without inwardly concern. Last word, means last word, last word, the second last line from the 8 verses.
Praise or criticism? The last one is praise or criticism?
Last stanza number 8.
Oh, of the 8 verses?
Last stanza and the last stanza.
Of the 8 verses of thought transformation?
Yes.
Okay, undefiled by the stains of the superstitions of the 8 worldly concerns, by perceiving all phenomena as illusory, I shall be
Okay. I prize it. Where is that? Where? I perceive.
perceiving all phenomena as illusory.
Yeah, I perceiving all the phenomena as illusory. Oh, that one.
Yes,
Uh,
I shall be released.
I'm perceiving. Perceiving. I am or what? I could not see the another rest of the word like I.
By perceiving all I shall be released from the bondage of attachment.
I am perceiving all phenomena as illusory. Well, that one. No?
Right. By perceiving all phenomena as illusory.
I perceiving all phenomena as illusory. Oh, that one. So, teta kunja chuju tobe time ma ba chunam jumasya ba shembe chiwa letter. Chunam jumasya ba shembe chiwa.
Not make it small, bigger.
I shall be released from the bondage of attachment. Oh. Mm. I shall be released from the bondage of. I shall release the bondage of attachments. Okay, so now that's good. I perceive all the phenomena. I perceive all the phenomena illusory.
Yes, it's illusory. By perceiving phenomena as
I perceiving all the phenomena illusory.
I shall be released from the bondage of attachment.
Oh. Yeah, so perceiving all phenomena as illusory. No, so that related to the meditation on emptiness or Mahamudra. Without that, so like perceiving all phenomena as illusory is probably not going to happen. Here, the English word they use is bondage. Bondage. I shall release bondage of attachment. Bondage of attachment. Shamba. Clinking. Oh, Shen. According to Sakya tradition, that's what it's called, this four-parted practice. Practice of four-parted. Four-parted or departed or something like that. Siddhashana. Yeah. Why there's fear? Because of clinking on something. Clinking produces fear. Clinking. Tighter the grip on something, the greater the fear is going to be. Clinking. Oh, Shenja. So that, like, illusories, no? Chunam Jumashabas. Yeah, let's talk about that. That's like has a because of the clinking, samsara happens. Because of clinking, samsara happens. Because of clinking. When you release from that clinking, you are liberated. You are liberated. You are liberated. So then, according to Lama Tsongkhapas, three principal aspects of the path to enlightenment, according to Lama Tsongkhapa, three principal aspects of the path to enlightenment, according to their text. Tenjor nyaka sela lomem ila kombe sedi nangshen dos. As I said, begin with precious human life, realization of precious human life, deeper understanding of precious human life. It needs to be there. Your life is far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewel. That understanding needs to be there, fresh, very fresh. Top of that, that precious, something that's far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewel, could be disappear like that, could be disappear like that. Lama Tsongkhapa suggests in this text, meditating on precious human life, and top of that, meditating on how easy to lose this precious human life, impermanent. Will loosen up that grip, that tight grip on this life, it will loosen up. So then there's another form of attachment for next life. How to loosen that up, how to loosen that up, thinking about causalities, thinking about the complication within the samsara, meditating on those two topics will loosen up attachment to next life. Oh, so then you may say, oh, maybe then there's nothing to look for. Oh, liberation, fully enlightenment, or liberation, fully enlightenment. Don't say there's nothing to look for. Then now your goal is going to be liberation, moksha, parinirvana, all of that. It's going to be looking something high. All right. So what time is now, Dhamasi?
You've just got a couple of minutes, Geshe.
Yeah, so now we'll stop here. So thank you very much for listening to this Mickey Mouse talk from North Carolina. Wednesday night, Mickey Mouse talks from North Carolina. Yeah, please. So every day, I'm trying, all my friends here, someone watching on YouTube, first and foremost things recognize the very life that you have. Please help yourself to see this is far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewel. Somebody asked you, who said that? Lama Tsongkhapa, Lama Atisha. What they get? Nothing. They get nothing. They don't get money. Nothing. Then what they want? Oh, they want you to liberate. They want to see you to go beyond. They want to see you go beyond samsara. That's what they want. That's what they want. So then whatever, then recognizing that, it's important, recognizing that is your life is far more precious than wish-fulfilling jewel. So then second step is get the most out of this precious human life. So then whatever daily practice you do, so that's good, okay? You try, so this is very important, so very important. That's why this topic is right out of the Guru devotions in Lamrim. stages of the path. The stages. That's how you liberate. That's how you get enlightened, step by step. Without that, I don't think we can succeed because you don't have faith. You don't believe your life is precious. You don't believe you have Buddha nature. You don't believe that you are going to get enlightened. You don't believe. Why? Why you don't believe? You have to have debate with yourself. Whenever that kind of thought occur, you have to have debate with yourself. And you have to prove why I cannot get enlightened. You have to prove. You have to prove there is not ignorance, there's wisdom. You have to prove they have like valid evidence. Okay. So otherwise it's pure ignorance. Ignorance. Based on not valid reason, it's based on there's no valid reasons. There's no valid base. It's baseless. How is it baseless accusation? How is it accusation? How you say?
Accusation.
Yeah, baseless accusations. There's no base. Okay. So that needs to be worked on. Okay, all my friends. So if you just work on that, you could say you are practicing Lamrim. You could say technically correct. You could say you are practicing Lamrim. Yes, you are practicing Lamrim. The very beginning of the Lamrim, you are practicing that. You could say you're practicing Lamrim. You could say. Okay. Okay, so with that, then I'll close here. So thank you very much for coming, all of you here, every Wednesday night, coming to the Mickey Mouse show from North Carolina. So, so then hopefully see you Sunday. Yeah, thank you. So then Alhamdulillah, we'll do dedication. Again, please think about all the people, as I said, people who already lost their life, who are still battling with the disease and fear, anxiety, uncertainty, insecurities, not family, like every part of the life has been very much affected by this virus. So then please pray. So then, so Alhamdulillah, read your dedication first, read your dedication. So then you could say the merit created by all of us, not just created by, you say merit created by. That include your merit, all the merit that you create every day. You say merit created by us.
Due to the merits of my practice, may all sentient beings be free of every problem.
Let's go on, Lamla. When you say the groups that due to the merit of our practice, make it more bigger,
I'm sorry. Due to the merits of our practice,
Oh yeah, they already included in your practice, all the practice you do.
may all sentient beings be free of every
So
problem.
this dedication is composed by Venerable Hamu. So, and I is very sincerely, genuine, all the practice that Hamu does every single day. So that practice, that kind of dedication. So I very much like that dedication. Is very sincere, genuine. So we all get benefit. Okay.
May all sentient beings be free of every problem, every complication, pain, suffering, natural disasters, man-made disasters, pollution, sewage, poisons, and harm. May they have every happiness and joy, and may whatever they want or desire be placed close beside them. May they have every leisure, opportunity, richness, wealth, and resources. May they give and receive loving kindness, support, care, compassion, great compassion, bodhicitta. May they realize emptiness in and out of meditative equipoise without resistance. May their environment transform into a pure land with wish-fulfilling trees, and may they liberate themselves from samsara in this very lifetime. And when they pass away from this life, May they be born on a lotus with qualities complete, become a vessel for the transmission of any or each of the Buddhas in the Buddha fields, receiving direct teachings from them and causing them great delight until they attain the full and perfect enlightenment.
Oh, wonderful. So then, Wednesday night is
Aji perki shukshin metok tam ni rabin shi ni degen padi sangye jingdu Migdewa Yidokunamdak Shingla Chepashok Jetsulame Kuterapten Chinam Kachile Chokchuge Param Lozan Tempe Demesasum Gido Emusab Takturneguchi Idam Guru Ratamandalakam Niryatayami. Through the merits of these virtuous actions, may I quickly attain the state of a Guru Buddha and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. Just as the brave Manjushri and Samanta Bhadra too realize things as they are, I too dedicate all these merits in the best way that I may follow their perfect example. I dedicate all these fruits of virtue with the dedication praised as the best by the victorious ones thus gone of the 3 times, so I might perform good works. I dedicate whatever virtues I have ever collected for the benefit of the teachings and of all sentient beings, and in particular for the essential teachings of perfect, pure Losangdrapa to shine forever. Now the long life prayers. First for His Holiness, in the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Oops. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Awatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers, honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of non-objectifying compassion. Manju Shri, master of stainless wisdom. Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sages of the land of snow. Losangdrapa, at your feet, I make requests. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from the 8 fears. Today liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to Liberator Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. So all of you have a wonderful night. Hopefully tomorrow you wake up with the realization of precious human life. Okay, good night.
Thank
Okay.
you, Geshe-la.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you,
wonderful
Geshe-la.
night.
Okay.
Good night. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Geshe-la.
Bye.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Okay.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Okay.